Middle East is not just on the brink, it has fallen into the abyss, and the fire is being stoked, ironically, in the name of peace. Today, we are looking at an unprecedented escalation. United States President Donald Trump has declared that an uninterrupted heavy bombing campaign will continue across Iran for the entire week. His stated objective: establishing peace in the Middle East. It is the old age paradox of modern warfare, creating a desert and calling it peace. Let's look at the facts. Following the assassination of the Iran Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, the US did not pause for diplomatic back channels. Instead, President Trump took to Truth Social, stating that the country has been, in his words, very much destroyed and obliterated in just one day. He promised heavy and pinpoint bombing for as long as necessary. But what exactly necessitated this? Iran, reeling from the loss of its top leader, launched retaliatory strike against several oil-rich Gulf nations. Only Oman was spared, currently sitting at the fragile, lonely mediator in the room full of loaded guns. But how does a war over 5,000 kilometers away affect us? If you think this is just Washington and Tehran's problem, think again. Let's shift the vantage point to the Africa continent, and especially the Nigerian country. When the Middle East catches a cold, the global economy gets pneumonia. And for Nigeria, the shockwaves of this escalation are twofold: economic and internal security. First, the economic. Iran has struck oil-rich Gulf nations. This is a direct hit on the global energy supply chain. With Gulf oil infrastructure burns, global crude prices skyrocket. You might think Nigeria is an oil-producing nation. Yes, of course. It is. Isn't expensive crude good for us? In theory, yes. In reality, it is a double-edged sword. A spike in global oil-rich drive up the cost of global freight and imported goods. For a Nigerian economy already battling inflation, the prolonged US-Iran war means the cost of every commodity, everyday commodity, from wheat to machinery, will surge. The ripple effect of the Trump pinpoint bombing will be felt directly at the checkout counter in Lagos, Abuja, and Uromi, if you like. Then, there is the internal diplomatic and security lens. Nigeria walks a tightrope in maintaining strategic economic and counter-terrorism ties with the United States. But domestically, Nigeria is home to a massive Muslim population, including the Islamic movement in Nigeria, a prominent Shia organization that has historically shared deep ideological and sympathetic ties with Iran. The killing of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei is not just a geopolitical headline. It is a profound religious and emotional shock to millions of Shia Muslims worldwide. Abuja must now brace for potential domestic protests and heightened security protocol. Ensure that the anger spill over from the Middle East does not ignite sectarian tension at home. President Trump says the bombing will continue until peace is achieved. But as history has taught us, from Iraq to Afghanistan, bombs rarely yield lasting peace. They usually just plant the seed for the next war. For the global south, and particularly for nations like Nigeria trying to stabilize their own economics, this uproar display of power is a stark reminder. When the giant fights, it is the grass that suffers. We will keep tracking the story, not just from the lens of the West, but from where it impacts us the most. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis helpful, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.